And go back. I hit 701 videos uploaded yesterday. Or today. I have 701 videos. And 230 something subscribers. I can't wait to get my wall plaque. Alright, say something. Bean, say something. Well, unless there's communication settings on your phone.
Okay, it's on.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Bean, say something.
Bean. Oh, there it is. So, I am Bean. How do I do that?
Alright, Bean, introduce yourself.
Okay. I am Bean. Wait. Like, I'm hearing you both twice in the same time, okay? Alright. I am Bean, and I love mods, and I will probably die if I never have mods, so mods are life. Mods are love. Jesus! That's a perfect introduction.
Alright. Let me close this off of there. Closed out. I gotta break off the Discord chat. You should probably leave the Discord chat. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties, guys, but I think we're good to go now. Alright, back to the vehicle assembly building. Bean says he'll be right back. Open craft. Just going out and clearing out some of our older builds here. Taking screenshots of them for posterity. Screenshot. Okay. And get rid of the STV. There we go. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. We are good to start again. We have the FD-1400 here. This is a fuel drone. We're attempting to refuel one of our ships in orbit. So let's try that now. Launching. So the RRV is what we had launched previously. Its purpose is to capture things in orbit and return them, whether they are Kerbals or components that need returned. But we went a little bit too far out and we ran out of fuel. So we are going to attempt to meet up with the RRV-1 and refuel it. So far, so good. We don't have very good drone tech yet, so it's all manual control. Alright, preparing for booster separation. Boosters separation complete. Alright. Lining up with the orbital plane of the RRV. Try to get that node as close to 0 as possible. Alright.
My mic is booty cheeks.
Hey. Welcome back, Bean. Today I have a special guest with me, not just the train, but we have Bean. He is the mission control specialist for the Kerran Empire. More title than task at the moment, but we're happy he's part of what we're doing. So, nope, we want to go the other way. Gimbal for your life. Alright. We want that orbital plane down to 0, the sending node. Okay. Close
I'm going to be
enough.
connecting with my PC soon, so.
Sweet. I mean, the audio quality sounds good on my end. You should probably check the stream with your mic muted to make sure you're coming through loud enough. Okay, we're going to normalize orbit here. Burning. Towards target. Alright, the FD-1400 is orbiting. Good. Alright. Let's see how we're looking when we get over here. We might have to orbit a couple of times to meet this. Oh, cancel. We want our orbits to intersect. tilting down here. I may want to rework the staging on this one. I want to get this descending node to 0. -1. So we want to this way, I think. Yeah. Come on. I don't think I've ever attempted to do this with literally no assistance. Oh, wrong way. Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? Bean, can you post a link to the stream in the chat, please? Make sure you share it directly from YouTube. Keep rotating here. We want to intersect our two orbits, and then we're going to orbit Kerbin enough times that it's close. Okay. Come on. All right. So let's warp to here. It's closer. Let's do it again. Just got to go around one more time. Okay. Come on. That's the absolute wrong way. Um, hmm. Perhaps I've done this wrong. I think I have. That's all right. We're gonna figure this out. One way or another.
I'm gonna have to download the software. I'll be back.
Okay. Let's go around again. And again. And again. 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 And again. Perfect. That maneuver. No. Where are we? Right there. Let's go here. I did something backwards. That's okay. It's a drone. It's not complaining, nor am I paying it overtime, no matter how much it screams.
Slavery?
Robo-slavery. The most universally accepted form of slavery. Okay.
Valid.
Come on. Wrong way. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our drone tech. This is painful. It's just there we go. Now we're cooking. We want to come back and meet her. Okay. All right. So let's warp here. We're going to get pretty close. Okay, now we are going to orient retrograde in relation to our target. Means we are going to slow down in respect to it to match its speed. Once that's at 0, we'll alter our heading to meet up with it. Start approaching it. Okay. 20 kilometers is our closest approach. Now we're going to angle towards our target. Be a lot easier if I actually had the buttons for this, but I don't. There's retrograde. We need to basically be on the other side. Let's get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. Okay. And we're gonna just ditch that too, honestly. Oh no! Oh, we gotta start again. That was not supposed to
Bluetooth,
be.
Bluetooth, Bluetooth. I'm in pain.
What? I can hear you. We have to adjust. That was just a simulation. I don't want this pulling fuel from that. So that is disable crossfeed. I don't even know why I was doing that. That's ridiculous. Makes a lot more sense, actually, but that's ridiculous. Okay, check the fuel request overlay. Looking good. Save that. Alright, let's try this again. I thought that stage got a little far. It's these early missions where it's really just, yeah, either do it or you don't. Later on, we'll be able to, have plenty of extra fuel to handle mistakes, but these early ones, if you don't do it just right, you're liable not to do it at all. All right, tilting forward. $90. All right. Preparing for booster separation.
Test.
I can hear you. Check the stream, though. Oh, yeah, this is working much better. Okay. Burning out the rest of this stage. Separate that. Gonna rotate this. Separate that. Okay. There we are. Gonna come over to the descending node and we're gonna burn normal to get that to 0. Yeah, this is working so much better than it was previously. Okay. Get that to 0. We're close to it. Hit our apoapsis. Go back to prograde. Burning towards target.
Why does this always have to be so complicated?
Yeah, right? Hey, Void, how you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Okay. Intersect. Add maneuver. No, we need to add that after. we go. 3.5, okay. Warping to next maneuver. Yeah, this is working so much better than last time. Okay, maneuver in 50 seconds. Fast forwarding. Okay. Let's hit that. Now for the last bits of adjustment, we're going to use our RCS thrusters. Okay, turn those off. And let's warp here. We should meet up directly with the RVV. Yep. Now we're going to burn retrograde in relation to the target. Train, we get it. Just remember, if you like and subscribe, we're one step closer to me being able to afford to not have to live next to a rail yard. Oh my gosh. Overshot a little bit, that's okay. Approaching target. There we go.
Well, I guess I'm using my phone.
I mean, it doesn't sound bad. Can you plug headphones into your phone? Sweet. Don't yell at me, but awesome. Okay. Alright, now we're going to orient towards our target. Switch to docking mode. We're going to turn our lights on too. Lights on. Okay, switch to docking mode. Thrusters on. Micro adjustments. There we go. We are approaching the target. We're going to select this. Control from here. Switch to the other one. Set as target. Open up our docking port. Control from here. The bay doors are not responding. Oops. That's okay. Alright. Alright, I'm going to accept that request momentarily.
Why is this so complicated?
Don't yell at me. Alright. Micro adjustments. Okay. One moment. Okay, what's your name on here? Void the creator? Okay. Okay, here we go. Approaching target. Something's up with those doors, and I don't know why. We're gonna have to fix that.
It would be really bad if the vehicle exploded.
Yeah, it'd be really terrible if the vehicle exploded. Don't wish that on me. Knock on spacewood. Okay, gonna stop moving entirely.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
How do you join the party? Um, check the notifications. I may have to do the same thing for you I did for Bean, which means I'll have to drop the stream. So we'll do that after we get docked here. Sit tight. Okay, motor. Engage.
Hi, Void.
Okay. Are we out of electrical charge? We are. Is it because I left the lights on? It is. Okay. Are we now gaining electricity? We are. Can we close this? Oh god. Okay. Disengaged.
Why is there a Soviet engine in your cargo bay?
Because we were tasked with retrieving it from orbit. Alright, so we need to boost our electrical charge, so we are going to rotate towards the sun. That charge up a little bit. We definitely need to invest in upgrading our electrical components. Okay, that should be enough for that. So, motor engaged. Alright, locked.
I'm checking my mods and then I'll make a recreation of the KA2A.
Okay, gonna orient towards the target here. I'm excited to see everyone's builds. Now, if you join the Kerran Empire, that means joining our Discord. There are challenges available. I have certain crafts that I've built. Um, you can gain rank in the Empire by completing these challenges. We just released our first challenge today, and that is to replicate one of the earlier aircraft we made for career mode, called the KA-2A. Okay. We are now approaching for docking.
Can I send the Phoenix to Duna?
Send what?
Can I send a Phoenix to Duna?
We don't have a Phoenix.
No, but like a recreation.
If you recreate the Phoenix, I'll be very impressed. If you send it to Dune, I'll be even more impressed. I, th-
Wait,
we're not making a Phoenix this time around though. We have the LOTV series, which is pure transport, and we have this one, which is half transport, half freighter. We'll have another one that's full freighter as well. I'm gonna have a variant to this where we can attach additional pieces to it for more fuel and build a much larger ship. Those challenges will come later. That's way higher. But starship, like large ship builds, I mean that's probably when we're like getting into captain territory. And then I'll have like extensive missions, and I might even ask Bane to write some stories with me. I was thinking about one of our members, Bane, recently told me that he writes a little bit of Kerbal fiction involving characters, and I'd love to work with you, Bane, if you're still here. I'd love to work with you on some of that. I have some ideas. I'd love to build some ships, get some exterior shots, and we could combine forces. Let's see here. All right, we are docking with the RRV. This is an emergency procedure. All right. So let's open up our liquid fuel and oxygen. Or oxidizer, not oxygen. Turn off this one. Turn on this one. Send it out. Send it out.
None of my mods downloaded.
What?
That's great. I'm gonna
Why?
go cry in a corner. None of my mods downloaded.
Oh. Uh, let's get your voice tuned in on the stream. Give me 1 second. Tell me about the mods you're downloading.
Uh, like multiple, like 140 mods. It's only human. Do not worry about the car crash sounds in the background.
All right, so refueling procedures are going according to plan. They're almost completely empty. All right, so we're going to turn off that one. We're going to turn on this one, and we're going to lock that one on. Then we're going to turn on this one and send this out. All right. We're going to leave this in orbit as a satellite. Okay. Now let's do monopropellant. Okay, turn that off. Unpin this one. Monopropellant. There we are. Out. Transferring monopropellant back to the RRV.
Realism.
We're going to rotate the craft so that our batteries are charging in the meantime. Okay, out. Filling it up. All right, so this is technically going to be our first satellite. Let's see here.
By
So,
technicality.
yep, this will be our first satellite here. So we're going to need to name it. So, which one of our members wants a satellite named after them? Let's see here.
Definitely Jeb. Jeb deserves one.
Jeb?
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to name this first satellite after Grateful Jeb. Okay. MP, good. We're going to leave a little bit in it for maneuverability's sake. Turn off the monopropellant. Okay. Save here in case anything stupid happens. Gonna undock that. Access the info here. Okay. Get into the brains.
Cool Kid cannot have two first satellites.
Cool Kid's not even here anymore. I don't even know the last time I saw him.
Exactly.
Did he even join the Discord?
No.
Hmm. Not a good look. Come on. We need to grab... There it is. Alright. Rename vessel. So it is... a relay. Edit name. Okay, it's gonna be... I... KR1. Grateful Jeb. Grateful Jeb is one of our members. Kerran Relay 1, Grateful Jeb. Alright. That is now a satellite. Alright, and as for this guy, we are going to close that. Coom. F-22 Raptor. F-22 Raptor, are you friends with SU-47? Or are you associated with SU-47? Because I like that guy. Honestly, I'd love to see more people with jet fighter names. Alright, so we are going to... After we re-enter, you bully him. Alright. Yeah, I will drop the stream after we re-enter with this, and then I'm going to use the restroom, and let's see, what time is it? I have a phone call in about 15 minutes, so we're going to bring this back, and then I'm going to drop the stream, use the restroom, so I'm thinking about 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock I'll come back, and before then we'll have you set up on that, so... Yeah, after I drop the stream, I will get a hold of you on the Discord voice chat, and we'll get that set up. Well, I'm aware. Okay. Retrograde. In relation to Kerbin. Alright. What's crazy is I think we can technically use that engine we have in our bay. It's just cooking! Alright. Let's advance to here. And we are going to do a high velocity test of our re-entry capabilities of this craft. Orienting retrograde. Okay. Let's check this. Okay. Unlocked. This is our cargo bay. Our original mission was to come out here, collect this, and bring it back. You still think the Phoenix was the best? Ah, the Phoenix was a good craft. Alright. I'm going to lock these. Locked. Motor. Disengaged. We will not need to open that again. Alright. Lights on for maximum cinematic value.
Phoenix to Jewel.
Phoenix to Jewel, that would be impressive. Oh, I probably need to control from here. There we go. That seems more right. We're also packed with tourists as well. Okay.
How many tourists are on this ship?
On this one, 4, 8, 9. 9 plus
That's
Jeb.
it?
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, it's not the full 37 that the LO TV series has, but I mean, this. I mean, we got a little bit of tourism, a little work. I mean, this is good.
Man, this is baby stuff.
We're getting there. Okay. We just lost our first satellite. What do you want from me? All right, 30,000 meters. Gonna save here, just in case 30,000 meters is too hot. And we are going to warp all the way here. Only 3 hours left till dinner time. Hope you're hungry for recovery. All right. Orienting retrograde. Nose to the wind and butts to the fire. We're going home, boys.
I might not be very active because I'm currently wrangling my computer.
The robot uprising has finally arrived. And we are re-entering the atmosphere with the RRV-1C, Orbital Rescue and Recovery Vessel. Entering at roughly 3,200 meters per second, testing the extreme capabilities of our integrated heat shield. Now, this whole craft is based around the idea that it's going to be able to brute force its way back into the atmosphere. We haven't tested it at this velocity yet, or at this angle, but it seems to be working just fine. We're tipping down a little bit, so we're going to rotate. We want to keep the heat off of those wings. Going to activate. Going to activate our radiators to sap some heat away from this. Electric charge dropping, that's okay. Everything is okay. We're coming in really hot, but that's alright. Now, normally we wouldn't come in this hot. In fact, we had enough fuel not to. But I did not want to pass up the opportunity to see just how foolproof this setup is. Let's say you only had enough fuel to enter steep and fast. Well, that's perfectly fine. This is a very sturdy and robust design. All right.
By the way, tip for mods: always install them in like chunks of 10. Do not install a whole pack.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once I get PC and I start playing Kerbal, I may just never leave the house again. Right? All the possibilities, insane. All right, we are through the fire. Looking good. RCS deactivated.
Who needs to go outside when you can go to space?
All right. Now, to find out if we actually added enough parachutes. Another thing that I'm unaware of. We have not re-entered with this. I think we do. I think we have enough though. And a decent amount. Well, we have a lot of fuel, so we may have to use these engines to assist. Let's switch that to measure from the ground. Okay.
No parachute landing?
8.1. Yeah, we'll use a little bit of our fuel for this. All right. right. Try to slow that down a little bit, if at all possible, when re-entering with this craft. You want to be right about 7 meters per second. I'm confident we could probably get away with this with no shoots whatsoever. Alright, so we have re-landed with our cargo intact. Going to recover the vessel. Now, the RRV doesn't get a nickname because we are recovering it. When we start launching ships um, that stay in space, right, and are serviced with fuel and loads and tourists, then we'll give them names. We're not going to bother naming the ones that come back. Not yet. Look at that. And that's another successful mission. Let's see what's going to be coming up next before I cut the stream here. Jeslin's debris. Alright. Got more tourists. Okay. We haven't even got to the moon yet, but because our prestige level is so high, as indicated by this blue meter at the top, we're already getting missions to build stations around Minmus. We haven't even been there yet. But it's a trap, I'll tell you that. The moment we enter the gravity influence of the moon, we will no longer be receiving missions for orbiting Kerbin, and it will actually the game will start giving us missions for flying by and orbiting Moon. So we don't want to do that yet, not till we're fully ready to abandon that part of our program.
This station has so many possibilities.
Okay. I like these component recovery missions, though. All right. So, thank you guys for tuning in this time. I'm going to cut the stream here, and we'll probably be back in less than an hour. Thank you very much. And my special guest, Bean. When we return, we will have Void and Bean, and they can hang out with us while we build the next part of our empire. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Goodbye.